that's going to be here. I'd like to go ahead and call the meeting to order. And Mr. Mims, would you lead us in an invocation?
I certainly will. Let us pray. Lord, we are thankful and ask you to continue to watch over our colleague, Commissioner Smoke, as he recovers. We also ask that you comfort the families and the loved ones of the more than 190,000 COVID-19 victims and answer our call for a cure to this dreadful virus. We want to thank you for the beautiful weekend that allowed us to enjoy the outdoors even during this pandemic. We ask that you open our eyes that we may see whatever hinders good decision making. Give us a clear understanding as we strive to represent the will of our citizens, and give us the freedom, the wisdom, and the character to make tough decisions so we may move forward. Thank you for the many blessings, and may your will be done. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. And Mr. Birdsong, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Be glad to. Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And now our next item of business is review and approval of minutes from the August 18th meeting. Do I hear any comments or?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from the August 18th meeting.
We have a motion from Commissioner Kuczynski to approve it.
Second.
I'll second.
Okay, we have 2 seconds. Mr. Birdsong chimed in first, so we have a second from Mr. Birdsong. And Ms. Mercer, will you do a roll call vote for us, please?
Yes. Chairman Jimmy Gooch,
Yes.
Mr. Bill Birdsong,
Approved.
Mr. Ed Mills,
Aye.
Ms. Georgiana Kuczynski,
Aye.
Mr. Tim Karen,
Aye.
and I think that's all that's present.
Yes, thank you. So the motion
I'm
carries.
here now. Mr. Kenneth McLam is here now, but I did not hear what we were voting on.
We were voting on approval of the minutes from the August 18th meeting.
I agree.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad you could join us. Thank you. I understand you're still at work, so.
I'm on my phone, but I can listen.
Okay, good deal. Thank you, Kenneth. We appreciate that. And now we're open the floor for public comments for anyone that would like to make a comment at this time. Anyone from the public that would like to make a comment, please speak up. Okay, I don't see anyone unmuting their microphone, or, I don't see any motion to make a public comment. So we'll close public comments and move on to, I'm sorry, did I miss something? If not, we'll move on to item 6 on our agenda, the wastewater treatment plant equalization basin pipe repairs, the award of contract. Mr. Schroy, could you lead us through this, please?
I sure will. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is the wastewater treatment plant equalization basin repair pipe repair project award of contract. So just some background information for you. The South Granville Water and Sewer Authority FY 2021 approved budget includes $234,000 for repairs and maintenance of equipment at the Saguasa wastewater treatment facility. The focus of this project is on our equalization basins and some pipe repairs within one of the basins. The wastewater treatment facility has two 2.5 million gallon storage tanks on site that are used as a flow storage and equalization for wastewater processing at the facility. The equalization or basins are designed to provide consistent influent flow to downstream processes by retaining high flow fluctuations. Recently, staff identified problems associated with the fiberglass pipe joints on the fiberglass mixing header in equalization basin number 2. In summary, the repair work needs to be performed on approximately 25 pipe joints in the fiberglass mixing header in the equalization basin number 2 as operational. I'd like to at this time just kind of bring up pictures for you just to show you what we're talking about here. Just give me an opportunity to share my screen. Okay, please let me know if you can see the equalization basins on screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very good. So let me just kind of give you an overview on the left side. Over on the left side panel is our wastewater treatment plant. As you can see at the top of the hill, we have 2 equalization basins. And over on the right side of the screen, a close-up of the equalization basins. And you can see that within this basin here, the lower one, that we have some pipe repairs that are necessary. So to give you a better snapshot on what's going on here, you can see basically in this view here that inside the containers, we actually have these joint repairs on these pipe segments. And these are the items that need to be repaired throughout the basin. I hope that it's very helpful for you to see from these images what we're focusing on with this contract is repair to get this back into service. So when procuring items using the informal bid procedures, Saguasa policy requires 3 competitive quotes on a vendor letterhead. And with the estimated cost of $20,000 for the repair work, Saguasa staff solicited informal bids. The following companies provided written proposals on their company letterhead: Fiber Basin Incorporated, proposed cost $14,000. Microfab Incorporated, proposed cost $15,138. And Augusta Fiberglass Incorporated, proposed cost of $16,250. Following the review of the proposals submitted to Saguasa, Saguasa staff recommends awarding the fiberglass pipe repair project to Fiber Basin Incorporated. Following board approval, the work will commence to be completed within 45 days. In terms of the financials for this project, as mentioned previously, Saguasa's approved budget includes $234,000 for repairs and maintenance of the equipment at the wastewater treatment facility. Presently, $141,900 is available for projects. As such, Saguasa staff is requesting authority to spend $15,400 on this item, which includes a 10% contingency of $1,400. So my recommendation is the Saguasa board approve the equalization basin pipe repair work to Fiber Basin Incorporated for the not to exceed amount of $15,400. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Do we have any discussion? If there's no discussion, then do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Mims?
yes, I move that Saguasa award the equalization basin pipe repair work to Fiber Basin Inc. for the not to exceed amount of $15,400.
Thank you for the motion. Is there any discussion on the motion? If not, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Kuczynski. And Ms. Mercer, will you do a roll call vote for us, please?
Sure. Mr. Ed Mims,
Aye.
Mr. Bill Birdsong,
Approved.
Ms. Georgiana Kuczynski,
Yes.
Mr. Kenneth McLeod,
Yes.
Mr. Tim Karen,
Yes.
and Chairman Jimmy Gooch.
Yes. So the project is approved, award of the contract rather is approved unanimously. Can't even talk tonight. And we'll move on to item 7, which is the wastewater treatment plant influent pump replacement project, award of contract on that.
Thank you.
Mr. Troy, would you lead us through this, please?
I sure will. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Saguasa FY 2021 approved budget included $55,000 for the rebuild or purchase of one existing pump in the influent pump station at the South Granville Water and Sewer Authority wastewater treatment facility. The influent pump station includes 3 pumps. As part of the routine scheduled maintenance that is performed on the existing assets at the wastewater treatment plant, one of the 3 influent pump station pumps were replaced with new last year, fiscal year 2019-20, at a cost of $52,236, while a second pump is scheduled for replacement this fiscal year. In terms of procurement, when procuring items using the informal bidding process, Saguasa's policy requires 3 competitive quotes on vendor letterhead. The new pump type and manufacturer that Saguasa is recommending for purchase comes from a vendor who's identified by Saguasa as a sole source vendor. This was the same for last year's pump purchase. Therefore, the following sole source company provided Saguasa with a written proposal on their company letterhead for the installation of one new pump, and that was Charles R. Underwood Incorporated, Sanford, North Carolina, proposed cost $53,236. In terms of the recommendations, Saguasa staff recommends the board approve the purchase and installation of the new pump from Charles Underwood Incorporated, the sole source vendor. In terms of our schedule, following board approval, this item will be purchased and installed within the next 60 days. In terms of financials, as I mentioned previously, this is a budgeted project in our fiscal year budget. As such, Saguasa staff is reaching authority to spend $54,833, which is the base cost of 3% contingency of $1,597 on this item, which does not exceed the budgeted cost in total. Therefore, the executive director recommends the Saguasa board approve the purchase of one new pump for the influent pump station pump from Charles R. Underwood Incorporated for the to exceed amount of $54,833. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Is there any questions or any comments?
No pictures this time?
No pictures.
Scott, do you know if there's a brand name on that pump?
The pump type and manufacturer we're calling out is Deming, D-E-M-I-N-G.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Shroyer, I was just curious, since the amount budgeted was $55K, and you asked for something less than that, not much less, but something less than that. I guess your level of confidence that the contingency only needs to be 3% is pretty high. Would you concur with that?
That my contingency is high? Is that correct?
Your contingency only needs to be 3%.
Yeah, exactly. This company has performed very well for us in the past. And as you can see, there was a slight increase in the price over last year's price for this. And we have a very detailed proposal working with this vendor. And we always like just a little bit of contingency, if you will, just in case something needs to be done in addition. And that takes us right up to the budget amount without going over. So we're trying to be fiscally responsible as well. And of course, we will not spend that contingency if we do not need it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Shroyer.
And if I might add, this company is very well known throughout the industry, especially in small to medium-sized systems. So they'll work on this. This is kind of their specialty. So they're one of the few companies around that does this kind of work. That's sort of local. And if there's no further, oh yes, Commissioner Kuczynski.
Thank you. Scott, is one of these 2 repair jobs the warped pipes that I saw in the one tank that was drained?
No, Commissioner. This is a separate part of the processing at our wastewater treatment plant, just kind of around the corner from the digesters that you viewed when we were on site. So
Okay. So we don't have to take
just-
care of that yet. Just want to check.
that's correct. That's on the horizon.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions, comments? If not, do I hear a motion?
Yeah, motion to approve. Go ahead.
So I
We have-
stated my name, Tim Karen, motion for approval.
Okay, Tim slipped in and made the motion then. Do I hear a second?
Second.
The second from, okay, we have a second from Mr. McLam. So we have a motion and a second. Good, Ms. Mercer, will you do a roll call vote for us, please?
Sure. Ms. Georgina Kaczynski,
Yes.
Mr. Ed Mims,
Aye.
Mr. Bill Birdsong,
Approved.
Mr. Tim Karen,
Yes.
Mr. Kenneth McLam,
Yes.
and Chairman Jimmy Gooch.
Yes. So we have a unanimous vote. The motion passes. And we move on to item number 8, surplus auction. This is information only, no actions required.
That is
Mr. Troy?
correct. Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll continue with this item if that's okay.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. So just some background. In 2009, Saguasa Board passed a resolution authorizing the authority to enter in a seller's agreement with GovDeals for disposal of surplus personal property via the vendor's online auction software. So in accordance with the provisions of the board-approved administrative procedures governing the disposal of property, the executive director has identified several items, vehicles, and other assets that are being declared surplus. The list of the surplus property has been attached to the agenda and is found below. The executive director has determined minimum values, bid values for all surplus items, and will coordinate with the finance director to schedule a public auction on GovDeals later this fall. All proceeds received from the public auction, net of applicable auction fees, will be remitted to the authority. I've attached for you the resolutions, the original resolution, the administrative procedure, as well as the list of surplus property. And again, for the board-approved disposal of surplus personal property procedure, no formal action is required by the board at this time. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Is there any comments or discussion? If not, we'll move on to item number 9, the extension request for final water and sewer allocations for the Mangum Farm Phase 2. Mr. Sroy, will you help us with this? Lead us through it?
I sure will. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, a lot of detail in this. So it's worth kind of taking our time just to walk through this as far as the extension request. So the Magnum Farm subdivision located in STEM was proposed as a 2-phase construction project back in 2006. And it was proposed as a 245 home subdivision. Phase 1 construction was completed and includes 78 homes, whereas Phase 2, proposed at 167 homes, has not been started. In terms of the allocations for water and sewer for this subdivision, the total final allocation approved for the entire subdivision, both phases, is 92,880 gallons per day. In terms of the status of the total allocations, Phase 1 consumes just over 32,000 gallons per day, which leaves a balance of just over 60,000 gallons per day for Phase 2. At the March 14th, 2017 Saguasa Board meeting, the board approved with conditions a 3-year extension, expiring October 11th, 2020, for the final water and sewer allocations of 60,120 gallons per day of residential water and sewer for the Magnum Farm Subdivision Phase 2 project. The 3-year extension granted by the board on March 14th, 2017 represented the third extension since the original allocation approval in October of 2006. Just last month, the owner's representative for Magnum Farms and CLLC submitted to the Saguasa Executive Director a final allocation extension request of 60,120 gallons per day of residential water and sewer to the South Granville Water and Sewer Authority for the Magnum Farm Subdivision Phase 2. In terms of the analysis, having reviewed all the documents associated with this project, along with conferring with the local jurisdiction on the extension request, the Executive Director finds the 5-year final allocation extension request to be somewhat lengthy considering the number of extensions that have been approved by the board to date. However, based on the provisions placed upon Drapac Capital Partners by the town of Stem, the current market demand for homes in this area, plus conversations with Drapac Capital Partners concerning this project, Executive Director recommends the 5-year final allocation extension expiring October 1st, 2025, with the provision that this be the final extension and that any of the remaining approved allocations that are not used by the expiration date be forfeited, thus requiring the owner, developer, to reapply for any and all allocations needed at the current rates for such allocations. In terms of the financials, all the allocations have been paid for phase 1 and phase 2. I've included the attachments as far as the final allocation approval from the March 17th Saguasa board meeting, and also submitted the August 25th, 2020 letter from Mr. Max Cooks, manager of Drapac Capital Partners, Magnum Farms, and CLLC, requesting an extension for the final allocation. Therefore, my recommendation of the board is that the Saguasa board extend the deadline to October 1st, 2025 for the final allocation of 60,120 gallons per day for residential water and sewer for the Magnum Farm Subdivision Phase 2, with the conditions as noted on the letter dated 3/15/17, including the provision that this be the final extension, and that any of the remaining approved allocations not used by the expiration date be forfeited, thus requiring the owner to reapply for any all allocations needed at the current rates for such allocations. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Do we have any comments or concerns or questions from the board members?
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Yes, Commissioner Kuczynski, go right ahead.
So I see that on the document that's in our agenda, item number 9, extension request, it talks about phase 2 has a proposed 167 homes. But in the March 15, 2017 document, it says 165 single-family lots on phase 2. And in the Draper document from August 25th, 2020, it is for 165 homes. And I'd like to know which one is it, 167 or 165?
It's the lower amount.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions, comments?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Mr. Mims.
yes, I'd just like to ask Board Member McLam, does he see any issues that might impact this subdivision?
I do not. The board has approved it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other discussion, comments, concerns? If not, do I hear a motion on this?
Motion to approve.
Thank
I'll
you,
second.
Mr. McLam, and a second by Mr. Mims. Thank you. And Ms. Mercer, will you give us a roll call vote, please?
Sure. Ms. Georgiana Kuczynski,
Yes,
Mr. Kenneth McLam,
Yes.
Mr. Tim Karen,
Yes.
Mr. Ed Mims,
Aye.
Mr. Bill Birdsong,
Yep, approved.
and Chairman Jimmy Gooch.
Approved. And we have a unanimous decision. And the motion passes. And we will move on to comments from our executive director.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate that. Keep my comments brief this evening, but I do have an update for the board in terms of the water treatment plant project, and I'd like to bring that up next. And I'd also like to mention and welcome aboard Mark Hamlet, Saguasa's new utility engineer manager. Mark is attending this evening, and in the future, at the request of the board members, I've been asked to place an item on the agenda that included special projects updates. And you'll see that in the future appear as an agenda item. I'm going to ask Mark Hamlet, our new utility engineer, to take over the updates for us in terms of the water treatment plant project and any other projects that we have. This evening, though, I will continue with the update. Let's pull up my screen to get to my videos here. And here we go. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank
Can
you.
everyone else see it?
Yep. I can see it in Creedmoor.
Okay, so just an overview. I like to always start off with just an overview of the project summary. As you can see, as far as our contracted price, over $13 million. Our notice to proceed issued in May of this year, and our scheduled completion date coming up in November of 2021. Based on the August payment application, we've completed calendar days about 12%, and work completed to date is about 3.7%. I like to keep in mind all the improvements that we're doing to the water treatment plant here. And as you see, those are highlighted in yellow. And this is a call out just to show you again all the things that we're working on in this project. And on the next screen, I will drill down to the areas that we have currently under construction, making progress on. So we have our bulk ferric storage area, our chemical feed building, the gravity thickener, and the thickened sludge storage tank. So since our last update, we've had work done on the thickened sludge storage tank. In addition to that, we're just doing more and more with these facilities. And I'm very pleased with the progress that we're making. And you'll see the difference here coming up as we go through each one of these items, just to give you a glimpse of what's going on with each item, and then some videos just to show you the overall view. The things that we've completed in the last 30 days, and we're starting to get a longer and longer list here. As you can see, we have some general site ID items. We did some relocation of some existing overhead power lines. We have the new gravity thickener process moving forward with that. We have the new sludge storage tanks. We have work going on our chemical feed facility, the bulk storage tanks, and a lot of electrical work going in and around the foundations and underground to these facilities. This list will get longer and longer over time, which is great. We've got a lot going on at that site, and we've had some great weather. So let's first talk about the bulk ferric storage area. Now, I wasn't sure if I should show this photo because it looks like a swimming pool, okay, but it's not. It's actually a storage container, and we're actually going through the process of checking it for leaks. So this is the bulk ferric storage area. So we fill it up, check it for leaks, and if it does not leak, then we're good to move on forward with the project. The chemical feed building. You'll see some progress here. Last month we showed you barely, you could just see kind of what was going on in terms of the rebar that was going in the foundation. And you can see that they have a lot of the walls formed for this foundation, and they're making great progress on this facility. On the next slide, I'll just show you a little bit different detail. in terms of a video, just a short video. Next item we have is the thickened sludge storage tank. Now this was just been built since our last update last month. And you can see that's quite a large facility that they've just constructed and poured in the last week or so with concrete. Quite a large storage tank. All right, the next item is the gravity thickener. Last month we showed you a large hole in the ground, and now you can actually see where we have it formed up for concrete pour and all the rebar associated with it. Now on the next screen, I'll just give you a video of that same area so that you can appreciate the scale and depth. Oops, let me get out of that. And then finally, just an overall vista of a video here, just kind of showing you what we're looking at in terms of looking west on the project, incorporating a video of some of the features that I just showed you in previous shots. Again, just to help you appreciate all that's going on at our facility. And all this work is continuing while we are actually working at the water treatment plant on a daily basis. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Sawyer.
Entertain any comments or questions by the board members at this time regarding that project?
Mr. Mims.
Amazed at the progress since I was there on August 25th. That hole was just a hole in the ground, and all this other walls and construction wasn't even in my sight view at that point. They are making great progress.
Yes, Mr. Sawyer. Thank you so much for the photos or the video. That certainly gives us a true perspective. But I would like to ask you a question, and I'm not seeking an answer now. As a matter of fact, I think it will be appropriate to have an answer by the time we get ready to do our strategic planning, or we meet for our strategic planning there towards the middle of October. With the multitude of tasks and projects that are going on with the water treatment plant now, I would be curious in knowing not only what percentage of the plant is being renovated or updated, but what is the balance that will require any attention or updating. So I'm not asking you now. I mean, we're spending, 13 million. What will we need to spend in the future? And I would hope that we can have that discussion at our strategic planning meeting in October. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Is there any more questions, comments? If not, comments from our attorney, Mr. Wren, do you have any comments for us tonight?
No, sir, I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you, Jim.
Difficulty on meeting.
Okay, thank you. And now comments from board members. Mr. Birdsong.
Yeah, I would like to express my appreciation to Scott for the footage that just brings it all home. also noticed that our bulk water stand was there, and that when you scanned around the camera there, that's a open project now too, or gonna be? I'm saying that to you, Scott. Didn't we give you the
yes.
go on that?
Yes, Commissioner, we talked about relocating that to the outside of the facility because that area will be interrupted next. And that's where we're pursuing some additional automation ideas out there as well for the bulk storage, as well as looking throughout the community to see if there's other opportunities to install that. That is correct.
Looks like opportunities for Mark to jump in there with both feet and say, I'll help.
He's been very helpful since his first day on the job. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Mims.
Just to want to thank the Mr. Shoria for the manager's update. I found that to be very, very beneficial. And I'm glad we have our engineer on board and looking forward to hearing from the engineer in the future. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Kuczynski.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Scott, thank you for that update. I love the visual because I tend to understand it better when I can see. Welcome to Mark, and look forward to meeting you. That's all I've got.
Thank you. Mr. McLam.
Yes, sir. Just want to say welcome to Mark.
Thank you. Mr. Karen.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Real quick, you're welcome to our new team members. We look forward to seeing you in person, and maybe even on Zoom besides the name would be good too, but welcome aboard. Scott, thank you. It was a very thoughtful presentation that you put together this evening. I just want to let the board know that the Finance Committee did meet August 20th. We had about a 3-hour long session where we delved pretty deeply into utility rate model settings and what it would take to look at redoing that. We also talked about the I-85 sewer project funding scenarios, rate impact and decisions, and project timelines. And as Mr. Birdsong alluded to earlier, we talked about the need to move the bulk water sales point outside of the current location and looked at some automation savings that could be gleaned from that first move. So appreciate Mr. Birdsong bringing that up. But thank you for all that the staff and everyone do for us. And that'll be the conclusion of my comments.
Thank you. And as for me, welcome aboard for both of our new team members. Look forward to working with you guys. And this past week, I was checking on the Drinking Water Watch site, and they had the third quarter test results from disinfection byproducts. And I'm happy to say that Sequasa passed both of them. And we were like probably second or third lowest in the area. And also this quarter marks a milestone. This is 3 years we've been in compliance, and not just in compliance with disinfection byproducts. We've been among the lowest in the area. And, if anybody wants to verify these numbers, they're welcome to go. They're state numbers, they're not mine. And it takes a while to compare them, but it's worth the time to look to see what we're doing versus what the people around us are doing, versus what the, I guess, common, don't quite have an expression for it, but anyway, what common knowledge seems to be versus the facts. And with that, I see, Mr. Schroy, you've put up some numbers here.
Yes, sir.
If you'd
Yes,
like
sir.
to look. Yeah, this is what we have here is the third quarter numbers for the TTHMs and HA5s. And it shows where Sequasa's third quarter was 0.0024 off of 0.080. And the HA5s was 0.023 off of a 0.060. and you can see how we compare to the city of Oxford, the Carr Lake Regional System, the city of Durham, Hillsborough, and Owasso. So, yeah, looking at our disinfection byproduct numbers, in spite of everything that's going on at the water plant, those guys are doing a fantastic job, and we appreciate all the hard work they do. They're running that plant manually. They're making hourly checks and adjustments accordingly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we appreciate all the hard work they're doing. Hats off to the Saguasa staff. Thank you so much. And with that, if we don't have any further business to come before us tonight, no other comments or concerns, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to
moved.
adjourn.
All right. I didn't catch which one said it first, but it looked like Mr. Mims said motion to adjourn. Mr. Birdsong,
So second.
second. Okay, sorry. I apologize, Mr. McLam. But we have a motion and a second. And Ms. Mercer, will you give us a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Mr. Kenneth McLam,
Yes.
Mr. Tim Karen,
Yes.
Ms. Georgiana Kaczynski,
Yes.
Mr. Ed Mims,
Aye.
Mr. Bill Birdsong,
Approved.
and Chairman Jimmy Gooch.
Approved. And with that, we motion carries and our meeting is adjourned. Thank you everyone for attending. Thanks to board members. Please keep Mr. Smokin in your prayers. And good night, all.
Good night. Good night.